welcome to Evie's channel. I'm gonna have to figure out a better setup because this is super janky, but whatever, we're doing it. I wanted to show you what I needed to do to get in the mood to do my December daily. Before we get started, if my nails look gross, I tried painting them last night with black nail polish and it was a disaster. And I forget that when you're over 50, your eyes don't work so great with your bifocals. So yeah, it was a mess. I took it off, but I have remnants, so don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Anywho, here we are. So last night what I went ahead and did is I took this December daily off. It was from the flap from the kit 2 years ago. So I was like, oh my gosh, this will be really cute. And then I went ahead and did that. And then I took one of the 3x8 cards and I basically wrote a letter to December. So what I'm gonna do is add some sentiments to this. So the first thing I have to do though is we have to get this down. And fingers crossed it won't be a disaster, because, you know, sometimes it is. But literally, this is like the only way I'm gonna be able to get ready for December is if I get this stuff put together. So I kind of want to make sure, and it is, I typed it on my typewriter, which, can I just tell you, I'm having a blast using. So first thing I kind of want to do is line up the edge and my holes. And that side started to move. And this is off slightly. I don't know that there's any pulling it up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Come on, go over just a smidge. Okay. Good enough. Not 100% perfect, but good enough. Okay, so now I have my letter. I'm gonna try. Oh, by the way, let me do the sentiments first and then we'll talk about the stars. So here's my December, and I'm really hoping this will stick. I don't know if it will. And I definitely don't want to rip the word. And if this doesn't work, we might have to use red liner tape, which is gonna be a major pain. I don't know. Allie, how do you get these words to stick? Okay, by the way, where did I get these words? These words came, you know, I feel like this is gonna be a really sticky mess. These, I'm gonna have to use red liner tape. These words came with the 2018 album. So that's where I got that. Okay, if you have never used red line tape, it's amazing and it's permanent. The only bad thing about it is that it is a little bit hard to get things on there perfectly, and you do have some that shows through, so it's kind of like this, where do I put it so it will stick? And yet at the same time not have other stuff to stick to it. So like I could put it all the way across, but I'm gonna have issues because if I do that, it is going to, if I put it all the way across, I'm gonna have exposed red liner tape, which I don't want dirt getting on my word at all. So let me go through and I'm gonna add the red liner tape to a couple more spots and then we'll put it down. After quite a bit of surgery, I was able to get the backs off of the red line tape, had to do it off camera because A, I don't want you to see my face, and B, I was using an X-Acto knife, so I don't want to get yelled at by Gabby and Claire, which I would have. So now's a really tricky part, because once I lay this down, that red line tape isn't super forgiving. I kind of have to go, okay, where do I want my December? I made sure when I typed this up, I gave myself some room. And it might be a little crazy on there, but that's okay. And it went down good. Thank goodness. Okay, so that's down. Now I gotta take my moments, kind of do the same thing here. Just kind of place it. Again, once it's down, it's kind of down. And it's okay that it's wonky, because that's kind of the look I'm going for. Perfect. Could have been a little higher, but that's okay. I'll take it. So this is what it says. It says, "Dear December, you are the magic that fills our hearts with joy. I love the way you smell like freshly baked cookies. I love the way your music takes me back to the Christmases of my childhood and makes me think of the ones who I love, who have long since passed. I love how you are able to turn that potential sadness into joy with all the new memories I get to make with my children and grandchildren. I love the way you inspire kindness and love. The air outside is cold, but inside our hearts are warm. I cherish our December moments." So there's my letter to December. So now what I'm going to do is tricky. So I kind of want to have, you can move all these out of the way. I kind of want to have wishes. Well, I want to have this wishes right here, but I'm a little nervous. About the sticky coming up later, but I usually put red line tape down with my chipboard, but you know what? YOLO, I'm not going to. I'm going to hope for the best. Okay, so I've got it good on that side. So now I went ahead and I traced this, and I put it this is gonna be tricky. All right, I need my tape. I traced this star and cut it out of the Fa La La tape. I don't know if you saw that my December daily cards from the main kit were crunched, the 4x6. So of course customer service is amazing, and they are sending me new journaling cards. So I am super happy, and that's one thing about Allie Edwards. If you have issues, and I should have made sure that wasn't going to be on top of the letter of, but it is. That's not too bad on that side. We're going to deal with it. I probably should have done this side first and then the wishes second, but I didn't. And you know what? It's okay. It looks really good. So now, this is how I want to put this in my album. So here's my album. And then this is actually going to be my title. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these stars on top of it. But let me show you a little trick. Look at how cute that is. I love this. One thing about the transparencies, for some reason, they don't turn super well, I have discovered. So what I end up doing is I just go ahead and punch the holes bigger, and then I don't have an issue. So I'm going to take I got this at Hobby Lobby when I still shopped there. I do not shop there anymore. Just because I have a daughter of the LGBT community, and yeah. So if you want to shop at Hobby Lobby, go ahead, but I don't anymore. Okay, this is really hard to get down. I'm pretty sure you can get these on Amazon. It's just I want to make sure my holes are lined up, because that's usually I take like a hole punch and I do it that way. I'm just scared I'll mess it up. Okay, I probably should have taken the plastic off first, and I always forget that part. So there's always like a little plastic film on top of these to keep them from getting scratched up in shipping. So now look, now that I've hole punched it, it's still, or is it because of my angle? You guys, this is still not quite, I like them to just like flip, you know, because the pages flip. But that transparency is not quite. So what I may end up doing is I may end up taking a hole punch to. Oh no, it's okay. It's because of where I'm sitting. Okay, we're good. So anyway, yeah, there is my title page, my reason why for my December daily. Not sure what I'll do over here. Not going to worry about that right now, but I'm just trying to kind of go through and get stuff done. So the next thing I want to do that I'm going to show you real quick is I have this wish list. Excuse me. And I want to put this at the end. And right now I don't really worry about the order of my pages because it's fine. I'll get to them. But I do like to keep the empty pages in here because it helps me gauge how thick my my book is getting. So, I mean, we're already this thick without anything in there. And this is one thing that I learned when I was doing my December daily in 2018. You got to be careful about how much chipboard you're putting in, how thick your embellishments are, and the placement of them. So like if I'm going to put something, you know, here, I'm going to want to have chipboard here somewhere else. Like I'm not going to want to have it all in the same spot everywhere. You know, you got to kind of watch it. So, you know, this one's in the middle, so I can't do a whole bunch of them in the middle. And that's why I put paper on this side rather than another chipboard. I have more black stars from 2018 that I could have used, but I just didn't want to have it be that thick. So you do kind of have to gauge how thick your stuff is getting. Okay, back to this. So this is going to be my wish list for 2021 that I'm going to have at the end. And I love this because wish list for myself, for the new year, for my family. So New Year's Eve, this is going to be my wish list. And I'll probably maybe have like a big picture, hopefully, that I'll put in. I'm not really sure. But I'm just going to go ahead and slide that in here and then move it to the back. So I've already got my, and I do my December daily through the 31st because for me, December doesn't end. Historically, we have a big party on New Year's Eve. With COVID, I don't see that happening, especially because I don't know how bad it's going to get this winter. I don't know, Arizona, we're going to be outside where other places with snow are going to be inside. So hopefully, you know, for us, it was really bad during the warmer months. But anyway, so there you go. There's my beginning of my December daily. So I'll try and keep you posted. I don't know that I'll film in December each day when I put the pieces together. I don't know, because I'm going to want to get the album done. I finish it in December. I don't drag this out into next year. Like, I'm done because I like to start my one little word project on January 1st. So I want this over with. So I'll finish up the 31st on January 1st and then I'm done. And then boom, album in the shelf for next year. And this is the album that I got for this year. So I think it's really cute. It's really fun. I like how there's a lot of rose gold in it. And we'll see how it goes. But I will try and, as I do my pages, I'm going to have to, sorry, I keep rambling, but the product play class for this year doesn't start until November, and they kind of have lessons all through November. If I don't get ahead in October, I am not going to be anywhere in December. And I know I've learned why that I need to get pages ready, because it's a lot of work when you're trying to get pages done in December. So I can see the benefit. I typically scrapbook around my pages, so it's a little out of the norm for me to do it ahead, but I'm just going to have to. Otherwise, December daily is never going to happen this year. One other thing I wanted to mention about December daily is I always thought that my house would look the same. Like, I'm going to have the same brown walls every year. I'm going to have the same brown carpet every year. Like, nothing's going to change. Well, let me tell you, things change. Last summer, we painted our house. My mom passed away in September. You know, I was too depressed to even, I had ordered everything like I did this year, insane amount of stuff, and I was I ordered it a few days before my mom passed away. So when December came, I didn't even care if we made dinner. So my kids have been really good. They were really amazing last holiday season, and they just kind of took over all of the holiday prep for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that was really nice. So my point is things do change. Even from last year to this year, had I done December daily in May, being trapped with COVID and depressed, and I took a box cutter to my carpet. I have concrete floors in every room in my house except for the bedrooms. So Gabby wound up painting our cabinets. So, they were just like IKEA type cabinets, and she researched it on YouTube, and she changed, so my kitchen is like gray, like these, they almost look silver, these gray cabinets. And then she redid like the bathroom floor. We painted the floor. She painted the floor. So my floors in my laundry room and my bathroom are painted like this slate gray, this really deep gray. And we're going to do the other tile in the house. She's going to do the other tile in the house. And eventually I got to replace the flooring, but I gotta figure out my finances and be smart about how I'm spending my money. So this December, my house is going to be torn up. I'm going to have concrete floors. I need new couches. Like, it's going to look different this year than it's going to look next year. So your house does change, and maybe from one year to the next it won't, but from 5 to 10 years, when you're looking back, you'll see the changes. So anywho, that's my plug for doing December daily. Again, I don't like to do it every single year. It is a lot of work. So I tend to do it every 2 to 3 years. I think I started, my first year was 2011. I did 2014. I did 2018. And now I'm going to do 2020. So I kind of feel like it's not something you have to do every year. If you want to, that's amazing. For me, it's a lot of work. I just want it done. Anyway, there you go. That's my December daily chit chat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.